All praises and glory goes to our mighty power Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. In sincerity and truth with this great gospel. Coming out of our Bible. Man, let's get this verse. I'm going to start with Psalms 59 and 2. It says, "Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloody men." And that's Esau Edom. That's Esau Edom, the most bloodiest man ever created on the face of the earth. Right? That man that came to steal, kill, and straight destroy. Right? He didn't come to build with other nations. He didn't come to even build with his own people. Right? We're dealing with a man who's a menace to even his own society, because what they say what the media is not reporting this. So I came to see for myself, 85% of white people that are killed in America each year are murdered by other white people, murdered by other Edomites. Right? And in the media, they want to show you the face of criminality, the so-called black man, the so-called Hispanic man. Well, we got to get rid of them. They're criminals, but who's really doing the crimes in this society is Esau Edom. Esau Edom, it says 85% of white people that are killed in America each year are murdered by what? Other white people, not just in America, around the world, man. Esau Edom is a death angel.
No, from getting into the car through the broken window. David appears to have fallen asleep when she begins looking at the photos on her phone and is horrified by what she sees. He has been keeping an eye on her for a long time, taking dozens of photos and recording videos of her day-to-day life. What disturbs her the most is seeing her daughter Ella in several of the images, in which the two unaware of the lurking danger. Still taking advantage of her captor's apparent nap, Anna continues searching for more clues and ends up finding the trophy box, where David keeps the records of previous victims, all young women. When David wakes up, she asks how long he has been stalking her and why it had to be her. Always cold and malicious, he complains about having to hear that same question every time, and explains that he didn't see anything special in her, just the opportunity. Always cold and malicious, he complains about having to hear that same question every time, and explains that he didn't see anything special in her, just the opportunity.
You can't change the spirit of Esau Edom, right? The spirit of Esau Edom is a killer, a murderer, right? How did he get this land? He robbed and steal and killed and destroyed for it, right? He robbed, killed, and destroyed for it, and that's his method of operation ever since. He has not changed. What's going on over there in the Middle East? It's a straight takeover, straight robbery. Same thing he was trying to do to the Asians, right? Same thing he did in Central and South America, right? This is his MO, his spirit. I'm reading it again. It says, "Deliver me," the book of Psalms 59 and 2, "Deliver me from the workers of iniquity." Right? It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right? The wicked is a bloodthirsty devil, right? It says, "Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men." This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 14 and 5. "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods." It says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?" Right? These devils don't care about Edomites. They don't care about a white woman, a single mother, or a white woman just needing help, right? So what makes you think they don't care about a ninja?
To hear that same question every time, and explains that he didn't see anything special in her, just the opportunity. Being an immigrant and a single mother, he knew her disappearance wouldn't be investigated thoroughly. The only detail that went off course was Vince's intervention, which almost spoiled everything. When Anna asks the total number of victims, he tries to feign indifference and lies that he never bothered to count, but she retorts that that collection of documents is the best proof that he cares about this sort of metric. He dodges, trying to shock her, and says that one of them was pregnant, asking if he should count it as two. More and more outraged, Anna begins reading all the names aloud, while throwing each document at him. The name Cassie Beckerman is the first he recognizes right away, and he explains that she was the first. At that time, he was still testing his limits and learning about female psychology. The encounter itself was a stroke of luck, as Cassie needed a ride and was the one who waved him down on the road. The false clues were already spread around the car, the ring clearly visible on her finger, and he even completed the charade pretending that he didn't want to help her too much. He saw her glancing at all this, calculating the risk mentally before making the wrong decision. Concluding that David was harmless, she got into the car calmly, not seeing the knife stuck by his leg. The two conversed normally for a while, and she didn't suspect a thing until the moment he went straight past the turn he should have taken. He made some excuse about traffic, and she pretended to believe it, but the mood changed perceptibly. Cassie then began her own tricks to deceive him, inventing all kinds of excuses to get out before. Soon the situation became unsustainable, and she began to scream, begging him to let her out and threatening to call the police. At the first opportunity, David grabbed her by the neck and pulled out the knife, brutally silencing her screams. Despite the mess and the imperfect execution, she began to scream, begging him to let her out and threatening to call the police. At the first opportunity, David grabbed her by the neck and pulled out the knife, brutally silencing her screams. Despite the mess and the imperfect execution, he was very proud of his first crime. After that, he had to hide for several months, as caps. Despite the mess and the imperfect execution, he was very proud of his first crime.
I'm going to read the book of Nahum 3:1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not," right? Woe to the bloody city. And this is talking about America, Babylon the Great. Really? And also Esau Edom. Esau Edom is a bloody man. Right? The bloody city is Babylon the Great. But you look at Esau Edom, he has a spirit of a death angel on him. Right? Because what's his method of operation? Let's look at it. Right, here we go. Maryland man convicted of killing and dismembering beloved teacher. Right? Esau Edom don't give a damn about his teacher. Oh, here's another one. It says Jeffries is 47, former Calvary Chapel pastor, has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Right? Armed with a deadly weapon, including premeditated murder, first-degree kidnapping, and unlawful disposal of remains. Right? Look at their grills. Right? Look at their grills and what he said. He said he was proud of his crimes. These devils, they proud of their atrocities. Right? And the Lord is exposing them. I'm going to read this again. It says 85% of white peoples that are killed in America each year are murdered by white peoples. By white peoples. Right? It says he doesn't even know the wounds that he has yet. Teacher sexually assaulted minor, giving him marijuana and made him drive her car because she was too drunk. Right? This is the spirit of Esau Edom. Right? Sexual assaults. Right? They got that deviant spirit, that sexual deviant spirit, that murder spirit. Right? That homicidal spirit. It says man sentenced for shooting and killing his newborn daughter with a crossbow. Right? This is Esau Edom. Esau Edom. Right? It's more. Right? All these devils, what are they doing, man? They showing their true colors. Their true colors, different crimes, different atrocities, right? It says, sounded like someone was being murdered. Man killed his mom, then sexually assaulted a stranger as she was cooking dinner for her son, cop says. Esau Edom. Esau Edom, right? You hear about Jake in Chicago, drive-by shooting. It's young motherfuckers. They ain't no regular, just grown motherfuckers arguing and fighting. This is just some young motherfuckers high off of dope, crack babies, right? Beefing with each other. Well, this Esau Edom, boy, is just a spirit of death. It says, demon from hell. Man's murdering rampage to keep neighbors safe leaves 2 dead, right? That's the spirit of Esau Edom. Spirit of murder, right? That spirit of murder. I'm going to go to the book of Revelation 6:4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red. Right? And that represents Esau Edom, and the power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, and he's going to magnify the death rate. Right? Right now you're looking at just homicides, and pretty soon it's going to be nuclear destruction. It's going to be countries knocked off the fucking map. Right? Through the atrocities of what Esau Edom, because that's what he was created for. I'm reading it again. Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And here we are in 2025. Peace has definitely been taken from the earth. Right? You got that war in the Middle East with the Israelis and the Palestinians. Right? That's a beautiful war right now. Because guess what? It's just cleansing the land, preparing the place for what the children of Israel. Preparing for the place for the children of Israel, and pointing to the destruction of what Esau Edom. And also it's going to lead to what World War III. Right? Because all of these other nations in the UN, in the EU, what they saying? They saying, man, they cutting off the Israelis. Right? They're going to cut off the Israelis. They're going to put embargoes on them because of what they're doing to the so-called Palestinians. So it's a division, a separation to what Esau's ways, right? Esau's ways of methods of operation, that spirit of death. Revelation 6:4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And that great sword is nuclear capability. Nuclear capability, and that's the end game. He's going to use them bombs.
And do you think America would win World War III? I'm not sure Americans have the tolerance for what it means to win a war. In 1941, we were attacked at Pearl Harbor. It finished with us dropping 2 nuclear bombs on a people that wouldn't submit. Like, fine, Hiroshima, are you done? No, fine, here's Nagasaki. Then we won that war. And as we pushed into Berlin, it was absolute destruction and carnage of everything. If you look at photographs from early 1945, late 1944, it is destruction in epic proportions. There's no moral equivalency when you're trying to win a war. There's winning and there's losing. That's it. Do you think America would win World War